Hello again everybody and welcome back to the Reverb Lounge. It's Monday night, we're live and this is NWA Los Angeles Wrestling. And we are 6 days away from NWA Clash of the Champions live from Memphis, Tennessee. Tonight is going to be crazy. Starting it off though, we see action from Marshall Von Erich taking on Roderick Strong. The Von Erichs in the Undisputed Era have been at each other's throats since day one here in Los Angeles Wrestling, and these two look to add another chapter to that here tonight. Marshall and Ross Von Erich unsuccessful in singles action against Roderick Strong and Adam Cole in the early weeks. Roderick beating Ross Von Erich, Adam Cole picking up the win over Marshall. And then Marshall and Ross Von Erich turned their fortunes and picked up a tag team victory over Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, injuring Bobby Fish in the process. This led to the Undisputed Era demanding an apology from the Von Erich boys. Well, the Von Erichs, feeling slightly hard done by, gave them the apology, but it was not the apology that they wanted.
For a few seconds, this place was Armageddon. There was a firefight!
And here he comes, the veteran of the Undisputed Era. It is Roderick Strong, known as the Messiah of the Backbreaker. He throws the stiffest chops in wrestling. And he has a bone to pick with Marshall and Ross Von Erich. Really, the driving force behind the push for that apology was indeed Roderick Strong, feeling personally slighted that these rookies would cause an injury to a superstar of the caliber of Bobby Fish. Of course, it was last week that we saw Ross Von Erich's response when he said, sorry about your damn luck. And it would appear that the Von Erichs indeed intend to bring the cowboy James Storm in as backup here in Los Angeles Wrestling. But tonight, NWA LAW representative Ricky the Dragon Steamboat has deemed that this situation has gotten out of control and has barred Ross Von Erich, James Storm and the Undisputed Era from being here. We will see a clean one-on-one contest between Roderick Strong and Marshall Von Erich. Ross Von Erich suffering a slight pectoral tear at the hands of the Undisputed Era in their attack a couple of weeks ago here. Marshall Von Erich looks to even that out here tonight. And here we go. Marshall Von Erich really has to use that strength and size advantage. Oh, he is not going to beat Roderick Strong on technique. Roderick been doing this just too damn long. Oh! Drops that elbow across the shoulder. Oh, maybe looking to dislocate that arm. That would indeed take away the claw, but Marshall able to pull away. And back into the tie-up. Marshall goes behind. Oh! And effectively uses his size advantage, putting Roderick Strong down. Strong back to his feet. Side headlock. Oh! Takes him over. Marshall not too pleased with that. Look at this! Roderick Strong going straight for the eyes of Marshall Von Erich, clawing at him and impairing him visually. Oh! And there are those chops that we talked about. Step up kick takes down the big rookie from Grand Prairies, Texas. Oh! Roderick Strong has been doing this for north of 20 years. Oh! Leaving a handprint lighting up the chest of Marshall Von Erich. Look at this. Now follows it up with that clothesline. And Roderick Strong so adept in between those ropes. Just bullying the bigger rookie and takes him down with the chop. Drops him flat. Marshall Von Erich, more than being a big farm boy from Texas, has this industry in his blood. Bonafide third generation wrestler. His grandfather Fritz Von Erich establishing the Texas territory back in the day. His father Kevin Von Erich and his brothers Kerry, David. They were the most popular thing in Texas in the 1980s. Reinventing tag team wrestling. Oh! And here we see the modern incarnation taking it to Roderick Strong. Drops that knee to the small of the back. Now Strong has been put on the back foot. Look out here. Drops him with the reverse DDT. And that is that technique we talked about. You cannot sleep on Roderick Strong. Oh! Violent stomp to the head there. Now Roderick Strong gathering himself and getting back in control. Oh, and a massive rolling elbow flattens the young Von Erich. Roderick Strong looking confident here. There we see the Dragon Whip takes him down. Roderick with the awareness to get to the outside and have time to recover. No, get out now. Marshall Von Erich sends him to the outside. Big shoulder. Roderick catches the foot. Marshall catches the foot, and there we see another Dragon Whip. And Roderick Strong facing more resistance than he expected here tonight. Roderick Strong thus far undefeated here in NWA. Oh! And there's the backbreaker. They call him the Messiah of that move for a reason. Thus far Roderick Strong undefeated. Marshall Von Erich not faring quite so well. Picking up his only victory over Red Dragon in that tag team contest. Now Strong setting it up. And diving elbow wipes out Marshall Von Erich. Roderick Strong not only aware of where he is inside the ropes, but so adept at using everything in and around the ring to his advantage. Swipes at the feet. Marshall kicks him off. And now Roderick trying to escape Marshall. Marshall back in the ring. Oh, and connects with a big drop kick. Marshall Von Erich cannot play Roderick Strong's games, or this will be a matter of time. And for that big belly-to-belly suplex, but Strong able to shift his weight. Look out here now. Tiger Bomb! Lays him out flat. This could be it. Only good for a 2 count. And now back and forth with the pin attempt. Now Marshall ends up on top. This could be it. No. Roderick Strong managing to roll back. Marshall not quite able to get all of it. Looked like he may have been going for the claw there. Roderick just so quick, so able to get out of the way. Shot to the midsection. Returns the favor. And there's the belly to belly. Marshall follows it up with a kick between the shoulder blades. The Von Erichs feeling they were unfairly targeted by the Undisputed Era. Oh, and that big discus punch. It's a Texas special. Certainly a family favourite. But can he follow it up? Misses with that massive drop kick. And for a man his size to get that height, then look out! Double underhook backbreaker. Roderick Strong putting the hurting on Marshall Von Erich here. Now Marshall once again sending Roderick to the outside. Marshall Von Erich astutely aware of what a victory here could mean for him. Oh! And having enough, just running Roderick Strong into those steel steps. Make no mistake, this one is deeply personal. Now Roderick Strong just returns to the ring and now follows him out. Roderick forcing the referee to restart his count. Here he comes. Oh! Catches him with that clothesline. And Marshall back to his feet. Catches him in the front face lock. Just back and forth they go. Look out here. Oh! Drops him in that gut buster. Look out here. Drops those legs around, standing on the... Oh! Jumping on both hamstrings of Marshall Von Erich. And that is how you negate a size advantage. Now Roderick Strong seems happy with himself here. Happy to take this one as a count-out victory, but there is another 8 to go. And here comes Marshall. Oh, and once again, lighting him up with these chops and one of his own from Marshall Von Erich. Having enough, cuts him off with that flying elbow. And Marshall Von Erich waking up here. Catches him with another belly-to-belly suplex. And Roderick Strong wisely rolls to the outside. Oh! And Roderick suckering him in. Using that steel guardrail as his weapon. Marshall back to his feet. Roderick slides under. Here we see it. It's the stronghold. Locks it in deep. Is there anywhere for Marshall to go here? And Marshall able to use that sizable frame. Plants that heel right between the eyes of Roderick Strong. And backbreaker of his own. Marshall Von Erich so coachable, so able to pick up what his opponent is doing and use it to his advantage. Constantly learning. This kid is going to be one hell of a wrestler. Drops a leg across the chest of Roderick Strong once again. Stomps the elbow. And Strong is in some very serious trouble here. His undefeated streak may be coming to an end, just like Fish and O'Reilly's, at the hands of the Von Erich. But wait a minute. Suckered him in there once again. It's that veteran instinct. Drops him once again across the knee. Working the lower back and now locks in another deeper stronghold. Driving that knee into the back of the head of Marshall Von Erich. But Marshall once again able to use his size to his advantage, throwing Roderick Strong away. Get out here. Good to be going for that choke slam. Oh, and Strong cuts him off. Double underhook suplex. Lays him out flat. Goes for the cover. Only good for a 1. We are seeing so much heart from Marshall Von Erich. This one is personal. Make no mistake. Professionally, a win over Roderick Strong would be massive for Marshall Von Erich. But I can't imagine that has even crossed his mind here tonight. Up on shoulders and catches him with the claw. He catches him. Oh! Using it to pick him up by the head. And Marshall Von Erich. He just may be looking to hurt Roderick Strong more than get a victory over him. And Roderick creating that separation. He knew he needed it. Look out here now, out on the apron, the hardest part of the ring. Oh! And again, the back of Marshall Von Erich. Just being tortured here by Roderick Strong. What a showing we are seeing from the young Von Erich here. punches Roderick strong against that guardrail in the corner. Big drop kick. These two going back and forth. Look out! He moved the ring a couple of inches with that. Forehead first into the ring post. And that may be all she wrote for Marshall Von Erich. A gallant effort. But that may be all he is capable of here. No! Back to his feet, and once again with that flying elbow. But Roderick, back to his feet. And now once again dumping Von Erich to the outside, but wait a minute. Hits the opposite rope. Oh! That wrecking ball drop kick. All the weight of Roderick strong, coming down at a 45-degree angle into the chest of Marshall Von Erich. Now Marshall manages to back and forth here. Snapmare. Oh, and now once again, Von Erich using what was used against him to his advantage. This kid's so quick. Now, look out, just massive punches. Winds it up and lays out Roderick strong. Marshall Von Erich could be closing in on the kill here. Does he have it in him? Drops those elbows, has the head grapevine. Added advantage of allowing him to catch his breath. And look out, Roderick strong. Catches him in a roll-up pin. Only good for a 2 count. Really looked like Marshall Von Erich may have been done there. Roderick got him in the deep water. Look out! Now Roderick seeming pleased with himself here. He's stalking, waiting for Marshall to get to his feet. Oh! Hits that sick kick. Going for the cover. Only good for a 2 count. Marshall Von Erich is refusing to be put away here. We have never seen Marshall Von Erich go this far into a match, able to avoid that camel clutch. Now Roderick, what does he have here? Oh! Curb stomp. Managing to jump and catch the back of Marshall Von Erich's head, driving him face first into the mat. Sets him up, and there's the end of Heartache. And this has got to be it. Roderick strong chalks up another victory here tonight. And no! Marshall Von Erich rolling the shoulder right at the last second. And oh, look out now. Oh, and has it in deep. Marshall Von Erich has to tap out, or else he would have risked permanent injury. And Roderick strong, successful once again. What a showing from Marshall Von Erich. But in the end, the Messiah of the Backbreaker, too large an obstacle to overcome. But you have to wonder, are the Undisputed Era ready for the Cowboy when he shows up to team with the Von Erichs? But now, ladies and gentlemen, we return to looking at the NWA Clash of the Champions coming up this weekend, and Samoa Joe speaks out about his role on that card. Samoa Joe, one of the most dominant forces in all of the NWA, made a promise that he would choke out anyone who stepped in the ring with him, and thus far has followed through on that promise. Samoa Joe demanding to be placed in the World Heavyweight Championship match. NWA representative Ricky the Dragon Steamboat put another hurdle in his way last Monday night in the form of the Polynesian powerhouse Jeff Cobb. But Samoa Joe put him to sleep too. Tonight we hear from the Samoan submission machine. He has threatened to step it up. Here we go.
Here's what Samoa Joe wants. He wants his opportunity. He wants his heavyweight championship shot. Well, let's face it, the fans have spoken, and they say that I'm the, most valuable, we'll call it wrestler. Why hasn't Samoa Joe got his heavyweight championship shot? If you give me that, maybe, just maybe, I'll stop acting the way that you don't like me to act.
Samoa Joe keeping it short and sweet here. He leaves the ring, but his demands are clear. He wants his shot at the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. It remains to be seen if Ricky Steamboat will acquiesce to his demand. But up now we have action from the women's division when we see Maria Kannelis taking on Candice Lerae. These two have had their problems dating back to the very inception of this promotion. Maria Kannelis this time backed by Klein. Klein making a massive impact in her debut, winning in seconds with a chokeout victory. Showed up the following Monday night and took out both Kacy Catanzaro and Candice Lerae after a hard-fought match between the two. Maria Kannelis aligning herself with Klein. Maria Kannelis with ideations on Hollywood grandeur. Intends to use LAW as a platform. Specifically trying to get there by going over Candice Lerae. But Candice Lerae able to stop her every step of the way thus far. But will Klein be the difference maker here? And here we see Candice Lerae, Hollywood sweetheart of the Reverb audience. Candice Lerae comes into this match with a record of 4-0, undefeated thus far. And tonight she will be cornered by Kacy Catanzaro. Catanzaro unsuccessful in her attempt against Candice Lerae a couple of weeks ago. Attempted to get revenge on Klein for her attack, but fell just short last week. Maria Kannelis does not look overly concerned, but maybe she should be. And here we go. They tie up. Candice pushing her back to the ropes. The referee gonna separate them here. And Maria Kannelis not missing her opportunity to take a cheap shot. They tie up once again, and now it's Maria's turn to push Candice into the corner. Once again the referee gonna have to separate them. They break clean, but once again they tie up. Maria not giving Candice room to breathe, but Candice able to take advantage, rolls her into the side headlock and throws a punch. Oh! Candice missing on the range of her attack. Maria taking advantage and slapping her in the face. Not enough to get the job done against Candice Lerae here though. And again, the disrespectful slap to the face from Maria Kannelis. Oh, and a drop kick to the knee. And they tie up once again. And again Maria backing Candice into those ropes. Maria knows and again with the cheap shot. She knows an untethered Candice Lerae is trouble, and there you see why. Wheelbarrow stunner. Laying out Maria Kannelis. Kannelis using the ropes to get to her feet. Now Candice sets her up. And a tornado DDT takes her down. Oh, and drops a knee across the bridge of the nose of Maria Kannelis. A big neck breaker takes her down. Candice LeRae looking to continue her winning ways. Not quite there yet, mind. Oh. Maria clawing at her and drops her, picking her up by the hair, slamming her out on the mat. Candice able to use that athleticism. Scoops her up and big gory special lays her out flat on her face. And Candice LeRae just keeps getting better by the week. Oh, drops the elbow. Kelly Klein and Kacy Catanzaro watch on, but look out! Scoops her into a roll-up. Candice with the wherewithal to kick out. Maria with the shot. Scoops her, going to catapult her, it seems. And throws her into the bottom rope, hung up right in front of Kacy Catanzaro. Maria Kannelis, and now she steps on her throat. Maria Kannelis, you cannot sleep on her either. Oh, went for the big super kick, came up short. Kannelis laid out with that side slam. Candice LeRae staying 2 steps ahead of Maria Kannelis, and look out, wipes her out with that clothesline over the top rope. Had to follow up with a kick. Kannelis catches the foot and catches her with the dragon screw. Oh! Drops her with the neckbreaker. Candice LeRae showing that she is ready and familiar with Maria Kannelis' tactics. Look out now, Irish whip into that guardrail. Not registered with Maria. Candice. For that double axe handle came up short. Maria Kannelis throws Candice back in the ring. May have had enough time to recover here. Maria Kannelis with that abdominal stretch. We know Maria Kannelis has been training with Kelly Klein. We'll see how much of that has rubbed off, and look out now. Head scissor is able to break that abdominal stretch and catches her with the octopus stretch. That could be it here. Is there anywhere for Maria Kannelis to go? Kannelis able to get that leg off of her back of her neck and drops her with a drop toe hold. Maria Kannelis very much still in this. Candice knocks her backwards. Scoops her. Hits the neck breaker. Oh, and another drop kick to the knee. And we will see the husband of Candice LeRae, Johnny Gargano, in action in our main event here tonight. But tonight this show is all about Candice. Knocks back Maria. And a springboard tornado DDT. Candice LeRae lighting up here, showing why she is the most... Look out, big splash. Came down hard, and that's gotta be it here. And yes, Candice LeRae picks up the win and cements herself as one of the most dominant forces in the women's division. Kelly Klein, take note. Candice LeRae, and look out now, Candice. Candice getting right in the face of Kelly Klein, inviting her to take another shot, and shoulders her on her way out. Candice LeRae sending a message to Kelly Klein here. She will not back down. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for an NWA Special Report.
To the ceiling, money taller than a tree now. Man, I've been winning on victory with a smile. I see the competition coming, it's gonna take a while. We set the table up, high stakes to cheddar cake. I only eat with people that grub up their own thing. Slow motion, but now we coasting. Swimming in dividends, I make it look emotionless motion. Lights, camera out, now we boasting. Took me a minute, but now I'm in it like a holster. One shot at it, I'm loaded full automatic. Click, clack, boom, broke out the womb, no damage. I've been about action, affirmative and managed. Never let the right hand know about the left hand.
And we can now reveal that the controversial Tessa Blanchard will indeed compete this Saturday night in Memphis, Tennessee for the NWA Women's Championship. This is Tessa's debut, a condition of her contract that she be granted this opportunity. We'll see if she can capitalise. And as we already know, we will see the team of Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Lance Archer, the Killer Elite Squad, represent Los Angeles Wrestling when they go for the NWA World Tag Team Championship. And this Saturday night in Memphis, Tennessee, we will see the NWA debut of the Stone Pitbull Tomohiro Ishii and his former Chaos stablemate Hiroki Goto. These two of the best Puroresu performers from Japan. This one is going to be a barn burner. And this just in, based on his impressive performance here earlier tonight and his success in LAW, we will see the Messiah of the Backbreaker, Roderick Strong, when he competes for the NWA Central States Championship. And ladies and gentlemen, it is official. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat has acquiesced to Samoa Joe's demand. This Saturday night, July 4th, Memphis, Tennessee, we will see Samoa Joe compete for the NWA World Championship. He has promised that he will win that championship. Samoa Joe thus far proving to be a man of his word, but can he follow through this Saturday night? Well, you can find out by tuning in exclusively on the Kayfabe Network for NWA Clash of the Champions. But up now, we have got singles action when we see Aleister Black take on EC3. Aleister Black has been crying out for competition in previous weeks here. Thus far, his longest match going just short of the 4-minute mark against the moneymaker Manny Garcia. Here we go. The demon will rise as Aleister Black looks to show the Reverb Lounge what he is capable of and why he is one of the most dangerous wrestlers in the world. Aleister rises from the mist. The demon of Amsterdam. Aleister Black has won every single one. Wait a minute here. Moneymaker Manny Garcia. No! With the kendo stick to the back of Aleister Black. Aleister Black has knocked out every opponent he has had a match with thus far, including this man twice. Aleister being attacked now with that kendo stick. Manny Garcia looking to even up the odds here. And pops him a punch right to the face. And Manny Garcia attacking the demon from Amsterdam. Laying him out. And look out now, Aleister back on his feet. And these two trading blows here, being separated by officials. And look out now, Manny getting free, and here they go again. And this one is only escalating here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is getting out of hand. I guess that one has been thrown out. And yes, I'm getting word that we are moving to our main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the semi-finals of the NWA United States Championship Tournament. Johnny Gargano defeating Mike Kannelis, Ricochet defeating Carl Anderson. And due to a bye, thanks to the double countout finish between Keith Lee and Dominik Dijakovic last week, we know that in the finals of this match, the winner of this contest will face the Undisputed Era's leader, Adam Cole. Here comes Johnny Gargano. Johnny finding great success here in the NWA, undefeated thus far. Fighting his way to the NWA United States Championship. He's had his problems with Mike Kannelis in previous weeks. Mike Kannelis suspended for 30 days. He will miss the Clash of the Champions due to his attack of an NWA official and Johnny Gargano after their match hitting the low blow. Johnny has not had an easy path, and it doesn't get any easier here tonight when he takes on the one and only Ricochet, with almost a perfect record here in LAW, falling only to Brian Cage due to the distraction of Carl Anderson. Ricochet seems to have settled that score and refocused his attention on NWA Championship Gold. But can the one and only overcome the rebel heart of Johnny Gargano here tonight? These are two of the preeminent performers in this industry. This match a main event on any card anywhere in the world. Ricochet showing that athleticism. And this is sure to be a classic. And once again, the winner of this Saturday night in Memphis, Tennessee, July 4th, will take on Adam Cole for the NWA United States Championship. And here we go. The referee gets ready to ring the bell here, and oh, wait a minute. Well, we talked about it, but here he is. And the fans in attendance sure as hell know who he is. Adam Cole, the leader of the Undisputed Era, granted a bye due to the double countout finish between Keith Lee and Dominik Dijakovic. That the match already was a rematch. The first match also ending in a controversial double countout finish. NWA officials with no choice but to grant Adam Cole free passage to the final. Tonight we are about to see Johnny Gargano and Ricochet tear each other apart, while this man will sit comfortably in the audience and watch. 6 days he will face one of the competitors here tonight. Out here perhaps just to get a closer look. Or maybe he's just here to massage his own ego. No shortage of confidence, does Adam Cole. But here we go, back to the business at hand. One-on-one, Johnny Gargano and Ricochet. And the referee calls for the bell, and here we go, they lock up. Ricochet gets the side headlock. Johnny pushes him into the ropes. Drops down. Jumps over again. Ricochet catches the ropes, and once again they tie up. These two so evenly matched in the early goings here. Ricochet gets caught. Catches him with the snapmare though. From that weird chin lock. Johnny catches him with the top wrist lock. Ricochet slips behind. Catches him in the side headlock. And once again Johnny pushes him off the ropes. Shoots him off. Johnny ducks under. Johnny jumps over. And then catches him with a massive overhead belly to belly suplex. And Johnny Gargano fired up. Both of these men realize what is at stake here. Oh, catches him with that suplex, going for the cover, but the ropes were right there. And Ricochet to the outside to recover. The gravity of this match is lost on neither competitor. And catches the arm. They realize that by winning this contest, they will compete for NWA Gold at NWA Clash of the Champions this Saturday night, exclusively on the Kayfabe Network. Gargano wraps the arm around and snaps it back. Perhaps trying to weaken that arm for that Gargano escape submission hold. Now Ricochet back in the ring once again. Johnny catches the suplex, and he seems to have taken control here in the early goings. Johnny perched up top, picking his spot. Oh, he catches him mid-air with that flying neck breaker. And that could be all she wrote here in the early goings. But no, Ricochet not willing to give up the opportunity for championship gold that easily. Ricochet catches him and rolls into that tequila sunrise. Has it locked in, but I don't know if he has all of it. Johnny gets the arm free. Kicks him off. Again with that top wrist lock. Drops Ricochet to a knee. And Ricochet with those shots to the midsection. Able to create the separation he needed. And now scoops Johnny up onto his back. Oh, and drops him out flat. And I have to imagine Adam Cole is enjoying every second of this. Every shot these two men take, every piece of damage that they allow in. Oh, Johnny went for that super kick, came up short. Ricochet, Pele kick, lays him out flat. Oh, and a big rolling elbow, knocking Johnny into the corner and then to the ground. And Johnny may be in trouble here as Ricochet takes control. Springboard leg drop, hangs Johnny up across that bottom rope. Now Ricochet in farm control here. Oh, catches him with that super kick. Scooping him up. Went for the cutter. Johnny connects with that enziguri. Oh, and now a super kick of his own. Folds him up and Johnny falls to the corner. Back to his feet. Ricochet also climbs to his feet. And already these two... Oh! Again with that enziguri. And already either one of these men would have finished this against a lesser opponent. These two men, world-class athletes, not willing to allow that to happen. Oh, and again, Ricochet with the shots to the midsection, creating that separation. Oh! Ricochet catches him with that head scissors, takes him down, going for the cover. Oh, and a kick out. And make no mistake, these two men respect each other as much as any two athletes can respect each other. But tonight is not about respect. Tonight is about a championship opportunity. Throws him off from that fireman's carry, connects with the detonation kick. Now Ricochet going for the cover, that really could be it. Oh, quite enough. Fans of Lucha Underground will recognize that as the finishing maneuver of Prince Puma. Oh! He may have opened up Johnny on that one. Oh! Just back and forth. Oh! And Ricochet may have rushed into that one just a little too quickly. Now look out, here comes Johnny! Suicide dive through the ropes there, wiping out Ricochet. Now Johnny Gargano getting the fans pumped here in the Reverb Lounge. Ricochet back to his feet. Back in the ring, Johnny allows it to happen. And here we go again. Northern Light suplex. Goes for the cover. Only good for a 2 count. So, all of the weight of Johnny Gargano down across that neck and shoulders. Now Johnny going to the outside. Ricochet may have had something in mind there. Manages to dodge him. Oh! Hangs him up on the middle rope. These two men, so athletically gifted. There we see an arm drag. Johnny up to the apron. And running senton. Gets all of it. And Ricochet is hurting here. Make no mistake, these two are world-class wrestlers. Ricochet back to his feet. Johnny springboard! Catches him with the slingshot spear. Laying him out. That could be it. No. Ricochet at 2.5 able to get back up. Could have been going for the cutter there. And Johnny connects with one of his own. That's gotta be it. No. Ricochet once again. Now Ricochet back to his feet, but gets caught with the Michinoku driver. No, again, just a 2 count. These two men, what lengths are they? Boom! Connects with that senton from the middle rope. And now Johnny lining it up. Could he get it here? Yes! Connects with that super kick. You see the head of Ricochet jolt backwards. But jolted backwards into the vicinity of the ropes. There is no length that these men will not go to pick up the victory here tonight. Oh! And again Ricochet hangs him up on the ropes. These men know opportunities for NWA Championship gold do not come around often. Look out here now. Ricochet again dropping Johnny Gargano. This time keeps a hold of him and drags him away from the ropes. Going for the cover. Now Johnny is in trouble. And no, Johnny right at the last second this time. Oh! Next with that uppercut. Now Johnny slips out behind, hits the reverse DDT. Once again traps that arm. And wrenches it back into a grounded abdominal stretch, but no Ricochet able to roll out. Ricochet sends Johnny to the corner. Brings him down. Once again, could we see it? Yes! Hangs him up on that bottom rope. But now it's Johnny back to his feet. Now Johnny catches him with that neck breaker, but Ricochet back up, and Ricochet connects with the cutter. And it is hard to keep up with the action here. Oh! And Johnny pays him back with the receipt. Johnny going up top. Massive frog splash, but Ricochet gets the knees up to the abdomen of Johnny Gargano. And the longer this one goes, the more it benefits Adam Cole. And once again hits that Pele kick. Johnny manages to create some separation. It's the schoolboy and follows through with that rolling kick. Both of these men going 100 miles an hour since the opening bell. And Johnny connects with that Hurricane Rana. This is what the opportunity for NWA Gold means to the competitors of the NWA. Oh. They may respect each other, but they will not stop. Gargano scoops him up. Massive! Reverse DDT lays him out. Now Ricochet somehow still getting back to his feet. Knocked back. Johnny! Spinning flatliner from the middle rope. And no, somehow still Ricochet able to roll the shoulder and get to the ropes, using the ropes to get back to his feet. But Johnny sends him off. Catches him again into the top wrist lock. And wrestling. He has earned the name Johnny Wrestling. But Ricochet now with the Hurricane Rana, and Johnny escapes to the outside. Oh! Johnny able to use that ring apron, running Ricochet back into it. And Johnny, Ricochet ducks under. Oh! Shot to the midsection. Oh, and a massive super kick, laying out Johnny Gargano. If that was in the ring, that could have been it. Now Gargano able to create some separation here. And that is exactly what he needs to do if he wants a chance to compete for that championship on Saturday night. Both of these men giving it everything they've got. And it is anybody's contest here, and Johnny Gargano with another flatliner. And Johnny with the plancha. But Ricochet still back on his feet. What is it going to take to keep either of these men down? Johnny goes for that roaring elbow, but Ricochet catches him with the drop sword. Now Ricochet deadlifts Johnny Gargano up. And big powerbomb. Ricochet now in complete control. But that could change at a moment's notice. Ricochet. Oh, Johnny able to get back to his feet. Cuts him off on the top rope. And now what's Gargano got in mind here? Scoops him up. Oh, Falcon Arrow from the top rope. Ricochet laid out in the center of the ring. And Johnny locks it in. Does he have it? Yes, he locks it in. It's the Gargano escape. And Ricochet nowhere to go. Taps out. And Johnny Gargano has picked up the victory. Ladies and gentlemen, we now know that this Saturday night, live from Memphis, Tennessee, July 4th, exclusively on the Kayfabe Network, we will see Johnny Gargano compete against Adam Cole for the NWA United States Championship. And Johnny Gargano has earned it here tonight against an extremely game Ricochet. Now Johnny Gargano somehow able to... Wait a minute here. Adam Cole entering the ring here and congratulating Johnny Gargano on a classic. And we will see these two in Memphis. Wait a minute! Adam Cole from behind, laying out an exhausted Johnny Gargano. And Adam Cole certainly has the edge going into that match this Saturday. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have time for tonight. Join us again from the Reverb Lounge this Friday night for NWA LAW After Dark. And then join us this Saturday night for NWA Clash of the Champions live from Memphis, Tennessee, and exclusive on the Kayfabe Network, where we will crown no less than 6 new NWA champions. I have been your host, James Lewis, and thank you for joining us. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.